morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, November 18th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we go through all the latest updates from the Wax blockchain from this past week, plus any upcoming events that are coming up here in the near future. We try and get through it all in 15 minutes or less and give you all the information that you could possibly need for this weekend, so you can go ahead and not have to dig through all the Discords and all the Twitter feeds and all that fun stuff that I have to get this put together. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Starting off with the first thing, probably the biggest update as far as Introverse is back again. I don't know if you remember, this happened a few months ago, where it was the first time that it initiated, or first time it accepted Wax games into it, and the Wax games did pretty well. I think we had 2 finish in the top 4, I believe that happened. But this is now number 2, the second time they're allowing Wax games, and there's a few really good ones that are in here. One of my favorite, actually all 3 of them from the Wax side, are on top of my list as far as some of my favorites that I talk about all the time. First of all, we have Avalon, then we have Nova Pangia, and Outlaw Troopers from FGL. There's a number of other ones also here. Some of them I do recognize, some of them I don't, but those are the 3 that I want to highlight because they are Wax, and they're consistently in my top, I would say top 10, top 5 games on Wax for a long time now. So I wanted to highlight those, and they're doing pretty well so far. Again, this is being recorded on Friday, so by the time you're watching this, the standings may be a little bit different, but we have all 3 are in the top 5, which is great to see. Go ahead over there. It is free to play. Support your favorite game that's out there. And go ahead and just test out, have fun, and follow along. It's some great rewards for those that are playing, great rewards for the projects, just fun visibility for the Wax blockchain all over the Web 3.0 space. So speaking of some of those projects that are in there, starting off with Avalon, I know this is more of an IMX side, separate blockchain, but I do want to mention it because Avalon is a Wax game also. They are doing their first drop for IMX, and this is going to be on Atomic Hub on their launch pad. It's coming in 2 weeks, November 29th. This is going to go ahead and kick off. It's going to bring a whole bunch of new players from IMX into not only the Avalon game, but also get them more familiar with the Wax blockchain. IMX is a huge blockchain that's out there, so this is great to see another one of Wax games kind of going into another blockchain. So happy to see that. Again, this is a drop that's going to be happening on the 29th. IMX only, trying to bring more players into the game itself. Following along with those that are competing in Introverse, FGL in general, other than Outlaw Troopers being in there, there's not a ton of updates from Outlaw Troopers, other than they are about halfway in the middle of their season. So if you're playing the season, keep pushing, try and get up that leaderboards and get the rewards. But I did want to highlight a few other items from the FGL side. First of all, Mecca World is having a dice tournament coming up here in the near future, and it's on Blue Mint. This is a free-to-play tournament. They have all the details that's out there on the FGL Discord. I'm also going to be doing a video on it, actually walking through the playing of it, showing you how to sign in, going through that whole process, show you how to play. I've also had some other videos as far as the dice games go, so you can at least get familiar with it a little bit. I'm not sure if the rules will be exactly the same, but I have a feeling they'll be pretty similar. But some great prizes, up to 15,000 in Wax available in prizes. There's a couple qualifier dates that are coming up here in the near future. I'm going to try and do the 22nd, but worst case, I'll do the 29th as far as a qualifier goes. And then whoever does well in those will go ahead and move on to the next round as far as the better prizes that are available there. So more to come on that, but I wanted to show this. It is free to play. Go ahead and sign up and test it out. Next on the list from FGL side, I wanted to highlight Cosmic Clash. They are doing a free-to-play style event where you don't need any Cosmic Clash NFTs in order to test it out. They are giving away 30,000 in FGL as part of this event. This is another preseason style event before the actual Cosmic Clash season kicks off. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight that. So go ahead and check that out also in the Discord as far as the information goes. And the last one from FGL is, I just wanted to remind you, I think I mentioned this last time, But Blockchain Heroes did kick off season 1, and that is live right now. It's a very similar style game to Cosmic Clash as far as the mechanics go, but it includes a NFT collection that was more of an art style, but they're trying to get a game involved with it. So that is now live as far as season 1 goes. And then last but not least, from the Introverse roster, we have Nova Pangia. I just wanted to go ahead again and mention that this is out there as far as Nova Pangia. Go ahead and support all 3 of the Wax games that are out there. You can support your favorite one, but go ahead and just play the free-to-play version and support your Wax. The more support that Wax gets in these types of events, the more they're going to invite Wax games back to these types of events. So it's a good thing that we get involved in this. So I wanted to make sure that I highlighted all 3 of the games out there to go ahead and support those. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to Taco. Taco is releasing a new type of NFT. It's an experience NFT for venue owners. You can check out the details that are out there on their Discord. Also wanted to mention that season 1 of Combs is going to be ending here shortly. I think there's 1 or 2 weeks left. So make sure you continue to push forward on those leaderboards. Season 2 is going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a video highlighting. I've been promising some Combs videos. I'm going to do a gameplay one and then highlight one for season 2. That's going to be kicking off here in early December. One of the cool things that they are adding to season 2 that I wanted to highlight is a renting feature. A feature that makes the barrier entry a lot lower because you can rent other people's NFTs and vice versa. You can rent yours out. More to come on that. I don't have a ton of details on that. Just heard that is coming for season 2. So it's something to definitely take a look at, especially if you're interested in that game. Parsec went ahead and released an update version 2.0. It's been a little while since they did an update for Parsec. That happened this week. A number of items that were added and fixed within the game. The big one being the leaderboard. A lot of time in the past, in order to see the leaderboard, you had to go over to the Wax Blocks website. Now you can go ahead and see it in game, and that kind of determines who is doing the best and is going to get the most rewards at the end of the season. So it's kind of a key item that I'm glad they have in the game now. Next item on the list, 2 things from Wombat. First of all, the trees. I mentioned this polygon, but it has some impact on obviously Wombat and Dungeon Masters since you can go ahead and stake these. So I wanted to mention it. They are live. The staking is live. All you have to do is hold it in your wallet and then go to the website to go ahead and claim your Wombat. And just so you're aware, when you're claiming your Wombat, it is on the Polygon side. So if you claim and you're not wondering why it's not in your Wax wallet, that's why. On the Polygon side, when you're claiming from the trees, they've been working through some issues as far as the leveling goes in between, but I have a few trees out there that I'm keeping an eye on, and they're doing pretty well so far. So just be aware of that. In addition to that, probably more pressing news on the Wax side is Dungeon Masters. The new season is now live and kicking. So those of you that are playing it, you can go ahead and play it. You probably already know it's up. But for those of you that are interested in testing it out, go ahead and check it out. It is up and it's live. Next on the list, we have Aphelium. Just wanted to go ahead and mention this. I think I mentioned this last time. Season 2 is officially live as of 7 days ago from this recording. They have $5,000 in pool prizes as part of season 2, so definitely worth checking out, especially if you like the Discord style games. I know there's a lot of fans that watch my videos that are also fans of this, so go ahead and check it out as far as season 2 goes. The Realm is going to be kicking off their season 10 here shortly. They did provide all the updates as far as the new schedule that's going to go along with it. It's going to be another long season. We've got 3 months going there, plus some changes, some adjustments from season 9 to season 10 that you should be aware of. So go ahead and check that out if you're playing Realm. Also, let me know in the comments down below, should I start playing it again? I really like the game concept. I struggled a little bit with the longer schedule because I like to try and get as high as I can on the leaderboards. So maybe I'll just play it casually. Let me know. Let me know if that's something that you think I should do. All right, let's move on. Warsen. This is a feel-good item right here. This is something that you love to see, especially from a Web 3.0 game with all of the scams and stuff that goes around and all the bad stuff you hear about Web 3.0 games. You don't see a lot of this, so I wanted to go ahead and highlight this. Warsen, great job for you for going ahead and raising some money for a charity. for Veterans Day. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone that you're supporting. Appreciate your team and everyone that serves. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight that's a feel-good story from the Web 3.0. So we're not always talking about scams and things like that. So good job, Warsen. We appreciate you. Next on the list, we have Forge Arena. Just want to go ahead and highlight this. Again, they are dropping their weekly updates. This is as of last week because they have not dropped the new one yet. I'm sure it'll be dropped by the time you're watching this. But as of last week goes, a lot of the updates have been more around fixing issues and progressing that way. But they are continuing to keep people up to date. I wish more projects would do this, even on a weekly basis. Just give updates to the community on how you're doing it and what's moving forward. Even if you're not meeting your dates, you're communicating. Big thing. So shout out to Forge Arena as far as doing that stuff. Zombie Coin also has some updates as far as the scavenger hunt goes, effective of the 15th, which is a few days ago. So you can check out their Discord for the details there. Cosmos 11. This is an interesting one. And I don't have enough details about it yet, but I have a feeling there's a video coming about this one. I just need to get more details. They are teaming up with FanVolt, and they talk a lot in this about owning their very own football club. I'm curious if it's a digital one. I'm curious if they're actually a real football club, which would be super interesting, being connected to a wax game. So more to come on this. I need to investigate this. I really just pulled up for the first time right before doing this video. So I will check more into this. If you are aware of any of the details for this, go ahead and comment down below. But I'll also be looking into this to try and get some more details for you next week. All right, then we're moving on to blockchain brawlers. This one and the next one, I had to go ahead and highlight because for most of you, the way I started in the Wax blockchain, I focused on a few games, one of them being Farming Tales. Not the other one that we shall not talk about, but Farming Tales. The thing I liked about them a lot was the connection between the Web 3.0 space and the real world space, and having that connection there with some real world farm products and farms itself. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight Blockchain Brawlers. They are teaming up with some real world products that are focused around gaming and focused around a better well-being. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight that here for Blockchain Brawlers. In addition to that, also wanted to highlight Colonized Mars. They have a competition, or I guess a drawing, you could say, for one spot on the mission to the moon. They're actually partnering up with LifeShip here for SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. So I'm curious what this is all about also. Again, cool that Web 3.0 projects are starting to do a lot more collaborations, not with just the 3.0 space, which I absolutely love, but also the real world and things outside of gaming. So it's neat to see another collaboration here that connects to the real world. Then we have Pixon went ahead and dropped their 1.1.6 update. All their dev notes are available in their Discord. And then we have NFT Draft, their basketball game that I highlighted in the past a few times, is officially live. So if you're an NBA fan, you like professional basketball, you definitely want to check this out as far as a fantasy basketball style game, similar to their fantasy football style game. It's pretty neat. I may go ahead and also do a video on this. I'm not sure yet. I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but I like what they're doing. And again, I think I mentioned this last time. They are hinting at a soccer or a European football. I know. Everyone outside the US calls it football. So we'll call it football this time. So that is there. And then the last one I wanted to mention, I mentioned this last time, Powerpuff Girl from Funko drop happened this Tuesday. I was curious if it would sell out, and as I mentioned, it was not exactly something that I would jump into, just my personal opinion. It did not sell out, so that's another thing I wanted to highlight. There's been a lot recently that have not sold out, even with the lower pack counts. Not sure if it's just an inflation market issue or people are kind of getting over the NFT Funko options. I know the physical ones don't carry as much value as they used to, but just wanted to go ahead and mention that. There's some series that sell out fast still. and then there's some series that don't work out as well. So I'm curious to see what the next series will be. Obviously, I'll highlight that in the video whenever it's announced. But that's it. That's it from this week on Wax Gaming. Please let me know down in the comments below, did I miss anything? Are there any games that you want me to go ahead and take a look at? Trying to get some more gameplay videos here for you. Got one for Taco Combs that I've been promising for a while, coming up here shortly, and a few others in the near future. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.